Morning student. Today we are going to continue our lesson number 1 in civics, that is the democracy. So student, last time we have talked about what is the meaning of democracy and what are the different forms of democracy. It means how it was in the ancient time in India. Okay student, and afterwards we have learnt what is the history of the modern democracy. We have learnt in the term of the Britain, then America, and then France. It means all these three countries we have learnt how the democratic process had been started in those countries. Okay student, and afterwards student, I have explained to you the different forms of the government. It means this is somewhere in the world there is the absolute monarchy, then somewhere is the constitutional monarchy. There I have given the example in the Britain. Still there is the constitutional monarchy in the Britain. Then dictatorship. There were known as the two famous dictator in the world, that is the Adolf Hitler in the from the Germany, okay, and one from the Italy, that is the Mussolini. So this I have explained to you. Then military dictatorship also I have explained to you, where the military is seizing the power and they are controlling all kinds of the work in their country, and the best example I have given in the Pakistan. So till now we have talked here. Now today student, we are going to continue the other fact related to the chapter. Now here you can see today the main thrust of democracy. It means what are the main things given in the democracy, what are the main components, or we can say what are the main things are there in the democracy. Without this, democracy is incomplete. Okay, the first is the constitution. As we also know about our constitution, and constitution is a one kind of the formation of the law. Okay, so without the law and the order, anything can't be complete in any country, or it cannot be complete the form of the democracy. So that's why student, it is the main form of the democracy, the constitution. Okay, so democracy form one another from the government is that the government is not free to act irrationally. The citizen and the government have to follow the certain basic rules. These rules and laws are written down according to which a country governed. So what do you understand? It means the constitution is having some kinds of law. Okay, and the law are according to the, it means the requirement of the country, requirement of the society. So student, whatever the rules are given in Indian constitution or in the term of other countries, so that is according to the survival of the citizen of the country. Okay, so it is one kind of the law book. So in this way we can understand what is the constitution. A constitution is above everyone in a country. Okay, so it is the in the highest form, it is the apex, we can say, form in any kinds of the law. Nobody is above the constitution. So it is having the more significant in a democratic country like India. The constitution gives certain rights to the citizens which ensure that the government cannot misuse its power. So students, slowly you will come to know the further topic also. Constitution, it means in the eye of the constitution all are equal and all have to the work according to the constitution. Suppose we are having the government that is in the state government and that in the central government, or we can say the district level also. So as you are living the Faridpur, so there is the municipality also. So accordingly they have to work, otherwise if they will do their own work, so it will be against the law. And like we citizens also have to follow the rules which are in a limit, that much only we can do. So this only explaining by the constitution. So it is a main form. So student, you have to understand, without the constitution there is no any kind of the formation of the democracy. It is a main and the best and the essential component of the constitution of the democracy, which constitution. Then after student, the better role of the people in the decision making. It means it is also the one kind of the main another form of in the democracy. It means, suppose just I have explained to you previous topic, that there are different from the government, that is absolute monarchy, okay, constitutional monarchy, dictatorship is there, then military dictatorship, MD, military dictatorship is there. So but in the democracy it is not any kind of this formation. Okay, in the democracy what is there? In democracy the people are, because the democracy is explaining this meaning only. There is the government by the people for the people. Okay, it is one kind the formation of the people, by the people and for the people. Okay, so any kind, it means in the center there is the citizen of the country. It means they are the totally decision maker. Understood? They are the totally decision maker. So whatever, if the government is not doing the work properly, so they are having the right to ask the government. So they are totally decision making. Just during the elections, okay, we only people are giving the vote, then only our leaders are electing. So we are electing them, they are our representatives. So student, in this way we can understand totally, hence a democracy, a decision involve the consent of the people who are affected by their decision. So it might take some time to arrive at a decision which is acceptable to the majority. The chances of making irresponsible of decision are rare. Okay, and you can understand, since the people have the right to express their opinion and have a say in it, democracy brings forth better decisions. It means it is a best form. We can understand the main second essential component by the people. It means people are the decision maker in the constitution, in the democracy form. Now next is given equality and the rule of law. So what is the equality and the rule of law? Equality is one of the most important element in the democracy. So it is given here. So now we can't say, you have heard the story of Baba Bhimrao Ambedkar or many others. Just we are having the discrimination about on the behalf of the caste, the creed, okay, and the religion like this way. But it is not now. We can't say anyone why you are from that religion or why you are from that caste or no. There is equal rights. It is given in the Indian Constitution, equal rights. So in the eye of the Constitution, all human being, all citizen of the India, they are equal. Okay, so it means we are having the equal status and the equal opportunity for all. According to our capacity, according to our ability, we can perform. Okay, we can apply for any kind of the thing. So it is given in the Indian Constitution and is the main role of the democracy. If we are talking about the democracy, it are the essential, these all are the essential component, essential parts of the democracy. Okay, so the Indian Constitution states that the government shall not deny equality before law and any citizen. This means that the law shall apply equally to all in the same manner, respective of caste, sex, race, and the religion. It means there will be no discrimination. Either you are belonging to which gender, okay, you are belonging to which religion. So like this way, there is no discrimination on behalf of any caste, then race, and the religion. Okay, students. So it is another form of the democracy. So now one another also the rule of law. What is the rule of law? What is explaining to you? You can understand here. Like the idea of equality is based on the principle rule of law. Equality, just I have explained to you. So this is based on the principle rule of law. The rule of law means that every person in the country, from the president to a farmer, is bound by the same laws and given the same treatment. It means rule of law. It is a main important. If you understood the equality, so you have to understand rule of law. Rule of law is explaining in the eye of the constitution, all are equal. That's why the example is given here from the president to farmer. It means from president to farmer, we all are equally treatment by the constitution. There will be not other kinds of. So now you maybe have any question, ma'am, if you are saying this one, so why the policy? So in the form, according to their post, they will treat it another one. But if in the sense of the time, if the person who is sitting in the president chair, if he have done some kinds of work, he will be treated as equally like other criminals. Okay, so there will be no that he is president and he will not get any kind of punishment. No, it is not like this. Who have done the punishment, who have done any kind of the crime, so they all will get the punishment. So it is known as the rule of law. Okay, student. So now you can understand in this way. Now other things also given here, problem of inequality, what it is explaining to here. Okay, problem of inequality, just something I have explained to you in the other ancient time. So there was some problem in the Indian caste system. There were the discrimination of the people on behalf of their caste. Okay, so now the lower caste have faced severe discrimination. Any contact with the untouchables were considered to the polluting for the upper caste. It means untouchable, they were known as untouchable. Okay, it means if the lower caste people will touch anything, so the higher caste people, the upper caste people will treated them, they are like the untouchable person. And now these person nowadays they are known and they call themselves the Dalit, which means broken, in order to convey the message to the how they have been treated and continue be discriminated by the other section in the society. Dalit means those who have broken. Okay, Dalit means those who have, so they call themselves Dalit. So in this way, student, there are some inequalities also based on the wealth, educational qualification, gender, and the professions also. So problem inequality, you are understanding in this paragraph that even though it is given in the constitution or before the formation of the constitution, okay, so there are different kinds of inequality, still it is in the society, but it is some less nowadays, but it was in the very high form in the previous time before making the constitution. Okay, so people were treated as they are the untouchable, and still also there is some discrimination inequality on based on the wealth. We can say, student, we are just comparing, we are just saying this now in society, some the poor, some of the rich person are there, some there the some educational qualification on base this one also, and some gender and the profession wise also there is an inequality in the society. So we have to fight against the inequality. Here the Mahatma Gandhi name is given here. He had long struggle against the untouchability and the work for the welfare of the so-called lower caste, whom he called Harijans, or the people of God. So student, Mahatma Gandhi ji, who known as the father of nation, he fought for the inequality for based on the caste system, and the untouchable persons were there. Those were the untouchable. He have worked lot of for them, and he given the name Harijan. It means the people of God. Okay, Harijan, Jan mean the people. Harijan, Hari means God and Jan means people. So those were the directly the people of the God. Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, father of the Indian Constitution, belonged to the Dalit caste and had many efforts to secure basic rights for them, such as entry into the temples and the public places. So there are, student, in the further topic you will get this one, and we will talk about the more detail. Okay, so earlier time the people not having the right to enter, those lower caste people, they are not having the right to enter into the temple. So Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who is the founder, or we can say the father of the Indian Constitution, he wrote many things, or he it means he appealed for different kinds of law, especially for the untouchable Dalit people in the Indian Constitution. Okay, so there are some kinds of the space, we can say the special reservation for them, so that they can be grown up in the society. Okay, student, so in this way we can understand the other things also there. It is explaining about the constitutional provisions, so this we will talk in the June class. Okay, student, only the last topic is left here, this I will explain to you, then we will, okay, this some kinds of the articles, and this only is left, so this we will talk in the next video, and so you can understand like this way. So student, today whatever you have learned, that we can understand one more time. Till now we have understand the different form of the democracy. It means what is the meaning of democracy, you have understood this one, what are the different forms of the democracy, and in the term of the other countries, how the different countries have given the birth to the democracy, this we have learned. And then afterwards, when I explained to you the different forms of the government in the term of the world, Then afterwards today you just came to know about the main thrust of democracy. What are the main features, especially this topic today I explained to you. Okay, the main thrust of democracy, that is a constitution. Then why the people are having the vital role in the decision making. Then this is the equality of and the rule of law, this also we have talked today topic. And then afterward I explained to you the problem of inequality. Okay, and then fight against the inequality. So student, hope so today whatever I have explained you will go through and you will try to understand it. Okay, so be happy and be safe and try to be study more and more. Thank you, have a nice day.